hello, people. No, that's hello. I don't really have a good phone stand. I don't have a phone stand at all, so, you know, and I kind of want to be outside when I'm doing this, just because, you know, it's nice out here, especially for, you know, December-ish. But, yeah. We are gonna wait for people to get on. I forget I need to actually charge my Apple Pencil. But, because of the fact that I don't have a phone stand, occasionally, every few minutes or so, my plan is to just kind of flip around my phone, kind of show you guys what I've been working on lately. I've been having a little bit of artist block, you know, more recently. But I've been kind of drawing. Yes, I know, my Apple battery pencil is low. But, let's see, I think there's actually quite a bit that I haven't really posted yet. One of them being this Little Nightmares artwork that I'm super proud of, that I'm probably going to show off later. There's one Little Nightmares sketch that is currently in the making. I haven't showed that one off yet. And that one is an OC. And then there's another one that I made of like this Chinese dragon. And the idea is essentially, you know, like you have the hold on, I'll just show you. Kind of have that. I'm forgetting that I have this over my phone. You have, you know, half of it, which is, you know, obviously much more detailed. So you have a bunch of smaller details like, you know, scars or blood or, you know, stuff. You have, you know, all this great detail, and then there's just going to be like a chibi version on this side of the canvas. So that's another work in progress that I personally am really excited about. Yeah, we're gonna, you know, wait for a few minutes, just, you know, wait for some people to get on. And yeah, might as well show off the Little Nightmares one while I'm waiting for my pencil to charge. I have two versions of the Little Nightmares drawings. I'll just go to photos so I can show off both versions. So I don't have it saved and appropriate. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. This is the first version. I have, you know, the lady who's standing here, and this was, you know, based off of a screenshot that I managed to get from the, you know, game. You know, dark atmosphere. We have like the metal, you know, parts of the maw. And then you obviously have the little post thing that Six has to like climb up and then into another tunnel. So there's Six. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I tried to make like a sort of little reflection in the metal, which I feel like is something that we, you know, deal with a lot as artists. Like we start to, you know, go into like really, really tiny details to add another layer of like smoke or, you know, clouds or stuff, and you end up not seeing the details that you put in before. It's cool. Thank you. I think that took me like 7 hours, I think. I don't know. And then this is the second version of the Little Nightmares thing. Hello, everyone. This is the second version of the Little Nightmares piece. I have, you know, obviously the ladies, you know, part complete black and white, you know, no saturation, and then there's Six with the, you know, all the color and stuff. Hello, everyone. We are... Thank you. Hello, I'm good. I'm really good. Yeah. Thank you so much. How are y'all doing? Y'all having a good afternoon? We're just waiting for my Apple Pencil to charge some so I can actually draw. When I came across this new game that I've been working on, or that I've been, you know, wanting to draw some. It's like Love in Deep Space or something, so there are a lot of really cool characters there. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Good country name, please. I am actually from the US. What time is it there? Right now, it is 3:28. Let's see. I can appropriate. I'll show you guys another one of the pieces. Sorry, that's one of the trucks from the neighbors. But this is another, you know, piece that I've been working on. Obviously, this is kind of like what I did with Little Nightmares, where, you know, one side. Yeah, I'm a female. Yes, I am a girl. You look like a failed version of 11 out of Stranger Things. Okay. But I don't know how to respond to that. I've never seen Stranger Things, so I don't really know how to thank you. I don't know. Regardless, this is another piece I've been working on. Obviously, it's not finished, but again, I've decided, you know, super detailed, you know, lots of really small details that no one will probably ever see. And then I'm gonna do like a chibi version on This side, ignore with a smile. There we go. I am currently waiting for my Apple Pencil to charge so I can actually draw. Let's see, I'll pull up another one of the references that I started working on last night. Right now it's just details, or, guidelines. This is a screenshot from the new game I've been playing. This is one of the 4 characters that they currently have. Granted, this game came out like this year, so But yeah, for now it's basically just, really basic guidelines. I also put visit sometime if you got time. Yeah, I'll absolutely be sure to check you out. Yeah, this is another one that I basically just have guidelines for it. You look like you have not slept in 4 days. Thank you. Let's see. This is another Little Nightmares piece I've been working on where this was basically sort of an art study. I think I found like the main one on Pinterest where it's the 2 new characters for Little Nightmares end up meeting, Mono and Six, and it's basically just kind of like a, do better than we did because, Six escaped, Mono's stuck in a time loop, so, yeah, but let's see, are you getting food? Are you get food? Am I getting, your body proportions? Really perfect. Thank you. That makes me really happy because in middle school I was, I don't think I have the sketchbook, inside or not. I don't think so. But middle school art, I could barely draw a symmetrical face. And now I'm, doing obviously much better. This is another character that I made for one of the new series I've been working on. But, yeah, I can guarantee you middle school, like, it's one of the, I don't know if it's like a collective artist thing, but, like, you look back on, like, past artworks or, like, past sketchbooks, and you're like, what crack was I on? Thank you. Are you in India? No. But, it's just one of those things where, like, you look back on, like, a bunch of stuff that you used to draw in, like, middle school or, like, years ago, and you kind of see the, difference between the 2. See, this is another character that I made, that I'm actually really proud of this. The caution tape was not mine. I really, the caution tape was basically just like I got one of those background remover things, or just like found like a random thing of caution tape and just kind of cut out the white bits because I was too lazy to do it myself. Let's see, this one was, I believe you gotta have a hobby or passion that gives you peace. Glad you find yours. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I started off with art as like, oh, it's just a hobby, like I'm never actually gonna turn it into a career, and that was, again, probably around middle school when I was like, I'm not even really good at it. So, there's really no point, I'm not really good at it, and even if I was, as good as I was hoping to be at the time, I was like, okay, well, it's just a hobby, it's not really, something I'm serious about. Skill, yeah. And then, fast forward a few years, and, now I'm... Thank you. That was, let's see, there we go. This was another layer, which was basically just sort of like blood splatters and stuff. Because she's one of the main one of the main characters that I have set up in the series, and she ends up dying. So, the caution tape looks real. Thank you. Again, the caution tape was not something I originally drew. It was just like a random, I found it off the internet and started like erasing like the white bits to, make it fit. But even without the caution tape, I'm really, proud of myself for like all the small details and stuff. I could have done the hands a bit better. But we're not going to talk about hands because drawing hands is really hard. That's why I kind of just cut that one out of the frame. Or of the canvas. But yeah, I'm proud of this rendering. And then today I am mostly going to start working on... looks so horrible. on the guidelines that I have set up for Raphael, who is the painter in this in the new game. I don't really have a phone stand, by the way, so it's basically just gonna be me flipping around the camera every once in a while. Let's see, what percent is my Apple have to do? Kind of what I love about like the Apple Pencils is you can track along this. Yeah, I've been considering stuff like that, like character designers or, you know, like concept artist or something. I'm not appreciating myself for somewhere else. Good luck. Okay. Bye. Anyways, that's weird. It's kind of what I really have to admire about like the Apple Pencil is it takes like maybe an hour to charge. That's a career option. Yeah. It like takes maybe an hour to charge, and then you know it's good for pretty much like my Apple Pencil typically lasts for about like a whole day or something. So I would say about like 9 hours is typically how long I draw per day. Sometimes, kind of depends if Art Block is being a jerk or not, but you know. This perspective is really messing with my mind. It's that and the art style, because I don't know about like y'all, if there are any. I feel bad for your fingers. Yeah, me too. There's a reason why artists are usually like not necessarily the most susceptible, but there's a reason why a lot of artists are susceptible to developing carpal tunnel, because of the fact that we don't really like to use our like shoulders, like when you're moving, you know, your wrist. You're not supposed to, you know, put it all into your wrist. I guess you're supposed to use your shoulder, you know, when you can, to take some of that weight off of your wrist. Am I actually gonna do it? No. It truly takes a lot of time. Yeah. That is especially true because of the fact that I look at like art studies, or I look at, you know, references like this where the art style is so completely different than what you know, what my usual art style is, and my brain automatically goes, we gotta copy down this art style. 9 times out of 10, it's not, you know, you end up stressing. Like 90% of your time isn't even spent drawing. It's just, can I copy this art style or not? And as much as we wish it was that easy, as we could just, you know, change our art style like that, you know, within, you know, a few hours, 9 times out of 10, that's not really the case. But yeah, this is pretty much just kind of like a chill. I might show off some of, you know, it's the best quality anyone can have. True. Very true. Although so far the plan is, the plan was originally, there was this community college that's, you know, pretty close by where we live, and I was like, okay, well, you know, if they have like a art, you know, trade program, I might, you know, be able to sign up for that, so that, you know, I don't have to worry about a college tuition or anything. And turns out they don't have an art, you know, trade thing, so I'm taking a phlebotomy class once I pass my GED. You know what I got? Get what? Trying to like divide my attention here. I don't want to just like completely ignore. But I also want to focus. What is it? Yeah. Thank you. I've been working on confidence, but, you know, it's not easy, but I'm glad that, you know, thank you. That means, sorry, that means a lot. Thank you. Seriously. Thank you. Yeah. I'm mostly a very chilled person. Like, I don't really care, you know. A lot of people are like, okay, well, you're a Christian. Does that mean you automatically, you know, hate anyone in the LGBTQ community. Like, now I don't agree with it, but, you know, I'm not gonna outright, you know, the second I get angry, start, like, yelling and, like, I'm taking control of the situation, you know. There's no need for all that, you know. It's the basic, you know, you give me respect, you know, I will, yes, definitely. But it's just like a basic, you know, act, you know, or just, you know, there's no need to be, you know, picking fights or anything. Besides, I have had my fair share of drama. I'm having a stroke. I do this. This happens a lot. I'm wrong. Already going up. Thank you. But I've had my fair share of drama with like friends or just, you know, even complete strangers on the internet, and I'd, you know, try to not get involved in all that stuff again. So, you know, I say that, and it's always kind of really funny because I end up being like a big magnet for drama because all of my friends are around the drama. I like hearing about the drama, I just don't want to be a part of it. Like, I don't want to be in the very center of it. Same, yep. Hello, people. This can also be like it's pretty much just kind of like a chill, you know, chat and draw kind of thing, but this can also be like if you guys have any OCs, you know, that you want to talk about or that you want to show off. It's up to you. Thank you. Yes, the support is always appreciated, so thank you. Right now I'm just sort of working on at least trying to clean up some of the really messy parts. Then again, I still have to focus on like his actual armor, the gloves, the stupid candle, the mask. I can guarantee you I'm gonna spend an hour just make that bit look at least somewhat, you know, organized and stuff. I mean, I know he has like messy wavy hair, but you know, my brain automatically wants to make it look organized and neat and pretty and, you know, really cool and stuff. But this is pretty much just kind of like a chill, you know, chat and draw kind of thing. If any of you guys are artists or you guys have OCs or something, you know, feel free to put them in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, that explains a lot. I've struggled with people pleasing for so long, and at this point I'm just so tired of it that I just don't care anymore. I can't. Like with family and stuff. So I know you're working your preciousness. Thank you. This does not look the way I want it to, and it's bothering me. But yeah. People pleasing is definitely a big issue that I've struggled with a lot, because keep in mind, pretty much everyone in my family is like, you know, medical people, you know, doctors, nurses, paramedics, you know, etc. I think now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I'm like the first artist in my family. Everyone else is, you know, involved in the medical field somehow, in some way, shape, or form. And medicine kind of sucks, so, you know, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't really do medicine. After like 2 college level courses, like college prep classes, I was like, no, I think I'm okay. This, you know, this field isn't for me. Yeah, being being a really good artist is basically like people try to attribute it a lot to, oh, you were just, you know, you were just naturally talented. You were born with this gift. The second you were born, like, you know, within the first few weeks you were born, you snapped your fingers and you had, you know, beautiful art. And I'm like, that's not the case. Yeah, that is not the case in any way to perform. In no, you know, one single person in history who has ever been an artist, nowhere, ever, has it ever just been. Yeah, exactly. That's a big lie that people like to spread because they don't like to practice, or, you know, maybe they're, you know, intimidated by practicing. Exactly. The effort that we put into our art is... I'm cracking my knuckles again. I just like 5 minutes ago, but that doesn't matter. My wrists do not thank me. After being a quadrobist and an artist at the same time, my wrists are like, why would you do this to us? Let's see if I can get this. The painful process of actually creating art. I'm stuck on a stupid hair. And I know most likely I should probably be focusing, not on, one thing, but on the overall piece and then go into the smaller details. But my brain is like, nah, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to do something else. Okay. I erased my guidelines. Yay! I hate myself so much right now. I had my guidelines and my, first line art all in the same layer, and I erased my guidelines. I hate myself. The painful process of actually creating art is not, I mean, it is sort of not necessarily adding all the small details. It's like forgetting layers. Because I typically try to use big canvases, which means I try to use as few layers as possible. Exactly. Yeah. I know this is just an artist thing. I'm gonna subscribe to you. Thank you. See. We love the difference. Like, you start off looking at your reference, you admire, all the really small details, the hair, the eyes, the, lighting, the, overall dynamic of the painting or of the, artwork or reference. And then you have the first draft, or like the first, line art. Hair is a challenge. Hair is a challenge, but yet not always, sometimes I get stuck on like the eyes or something, or hands are usually a kind of big struggle for me, but hair is hard because you automatically go in and you want to do all those small details right away, when in all reality you should be, just getting the basic outline down. Although another mine is face. Yeah, sometimes face is gonna be hard, especially if you're like talking about like 3/4 views, or I believe one of the hardest. Actually, this way all my art works. Oh, why did that happen? Oh, yeah, I get that. I think the main issue with art is a lot of people don't really take it seriously, or a lot of people look at art and be like, okay, yeah, it's a fun hobby, but you're not really serious about it. Which I suspect, is probably the reason why there's not a art trade, program at the community college I was talking about. So for now, it's just I'm gonna do phlebotomy. Yeah, yeah. But for now, the plan is just take a phlebotomy class, get a job part time or something, and then when I'm not working, continue to draw, practice sketching and stuff. Although a helpful tip for drawing. Yeah, that's true. That, and because I think the art community, it's a good community, but at the same time it can also be a very competitive community. So, I mean, sometimes it is hard to stand out, but, especially if you're just starting, if you're a beginner artist, but, does that mean you're never going to succeed, or that you're never going to, be recognized by anyone? No. Because I consider myself not necessarily a beginner artist, I would say more intermediate. I'm not an expert, but I do my best. But I know another good tip for like practicing like really anything, you know, faces, hair. I'm just really giving no, that is true. But another art tip, and I believe this, I forgot where I even found it, but another tip for like if you're practicing, you know, faces, it does take a long time. If you're like practicing faces, hair, hands, you know, anything, you know, tracing over your, you know, reference, and not, you know, just like tracing over and then copying and pasting it, but like tracing it over just to kind of get an idea of like the basic shapes and stuff in the hair. Or, you know, in my case I'm doing hair right now, but you can do this for anything, you know, hands, eyes, but, you know, like tracing over it, you know, kind of giving your hand that sort of like muscle memory, I guess. It's supposed to help you can get like a better idea of the overall shape and stuff. I wish you could point success. Thank you. That's definitely the goal. Hold on, I have to move. You can kind of see, you know, just like, you know, gotten basic, you know, curls and stuff traced over, and essentially the point is to, again, kind of get that muscle memory, or to get that sort of, but don't lose yourself. That is true, yeah. Okay. Go back to this layer. So what kind of art do you do? Pastels. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I've ever really worked with pastels. I tried, you know, working with oil painting before, but it's just like, it's really not, I can't. I don't know why, but oil painting is just really hard for me, so, you know, I stick mostly to digital. So digital art, I have an undo button. So, that obviously, already sketch lines. Ah, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I have to give you some respect. I can't work with, you know, I don't think I've ever, you know, really tried working with, you know, tried pastels, or pastels of any kind. I think the only, like, really other thing that I do besides digital is obviously, you know, just basic, you know, pencil or pen and paper in my sketchbook. And then pretty much everything else is, like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, but pretty much the only thing I do other than digital would, you know, just be like basic, you know, pen and paper, traditional art. Should I be drawing this all on one layer? No. Am I going to? Yes. Oh, I like pastels. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I've heard some good things about pastels. I've just never, you know, really used them myself, but maybe that'll be on my to-do list. I love how I just gave myself like a really good lesson like maybe 10 minutes ago. I was like, okay, well, you know, I have my guidelines and my line art all in one layer, and I can't, you know, really go back because I've already erased my guidelines, so, you know, should I, you know, be drawing it all in the same layer? No. Am I going to? That's, you know, a different question for a different day. Okay, you know what? We're moving on from the hair. I can guarantee you I'm gonna spend another, like, 3 hours just, you know, sketching. Is hard for you. It is very hard. A lot of people, you know, try to make challenges, keep up the good work, yeah. I am taking a break and resetting my eyes by flipping around the canvas to see how much I have. Yeah, drawing is really fun. It's one of those things where it's like art is my therapy, but whenever anything, you know, starts to not really work. That doesn't work. Take a break from screen. Alright. Probably for the best, because okay, this has taken me about an hour, and I have barely even started on like hair and details and stuff, so I'm just gonna... You want to be an artist when you're an adult? Absolutely, yeah, that's the goal. For now, I have a plan set up. I'm gonna do like a, you know, phlebotomy trade class thing, get my, you know, credentials there, do phlebotomy for a while, you know, it's just like a part-time, you know, job, and whenever I'm not working, I can, you know, practice my art until I either manage to get like a commission artist or, you know, character designer or something. I don't think there's really a whole lot of work that I haven't tried posting. I think pretty much every one of these I've posted before. I don't think there's really anything to show off. There is one. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's definitely the goal. This is one of the Raiden Shogun pieces that I made a while ago. I tried to do like a mix between like regular, you know, medium, like thick lines and stuff, but you know, eyes are attractive. Thank you. I tried. Occasionally you'll see some of these in some pieces where I have like the, you know, main color of the eye, and then I have like the pupil. Someone put this in an museum. Thank you so much. Just random people. But occasionally, sometimes I like to just kind of mess around with the eye, where I'll like make the pupil all white and then make like the highlights of the eyes black, just to, you know, add. Let's see, that one, I think this is another one I haven't posted yet. This is, I don't even know what this is. I essentially looked at Tiamat, like that big serpent thing from the Monsterverse, and I was like, I wonder what it would look like as a human, and like this was my best guess. Thank you. The crown thing on her head was kind of like taken inspiration. You could probably be an anime creator. Thank you. Let's see. I don't really think, now that I think about it, I don't really have a whole lot of fan art of actual characters. I mean, I have, you know, sort of Miguel and, you know, Earth 42 Miles Morales, but other than that, I don't really think I have like a full... Most of these are actually OCs and stuff, so... The legs are confusing. Which one? Hold on. Because now I want to know. Where? Was it the... Hold on. Give me 1 second to actually find where I was. There we go. Here? The sketchy show. Yeah. Okay. When in doubt, flip canvas. Oh god. Oh god. Sorry. I'll be saying the worst name to make. But we're gonna ignore that. I'm gonna ignore that I saw that. And we're gonna ignore it. We're gonna ignore that, and I'll go back to that later. Moving on from that. This was something a friend had shown. She's like really into Star Wars and stuff. So that was one of her things. Let's see. I don't remember if I posted this one before, but this was like a Mothra waterfall scene. We're not going to talk about the flipped canvas moment, because that was... Yeah. But, yeah, I'm kind of proud of this one. This was actually for a class project that we had. We were supposed to draw insects, and I was like, okay, is it cool if I put it in a museum? Thank you. But essentially, it's like it's giving space vibes. Thank you. But essentially, like my ask was, I was like, yo, is it okay if I draw like a massive, moth thing in a waterfall? And he was like, yeah, sure, I don't really care what you draw as long as it classifies as some kind of insect. So, I ended up going with Mothra. I don't remember if I showed this one off or not. Amazing, thank you. But this was another, this was actually Sam Does Art study that I had done. I'm actually really proud of this one. Because I changed my usual art style quite a bit to try to fit this, But I'm really proud of the way it turned out. And of course you can see I kind of messed around, wanted to do some like overlay layers and stuff, kind of switching around, messing with the color, seeing what worked. But yeah, thank you. Oh my gosh, relax. She looks like real flesh. Thank you. Yeah, this is another OC that we have. Her name is Misaki. And she is a swordswoman, so a very sassy baby. She is very traumatized, but then again, at that point, all OCs are pretty much her collarbones as well. Thank you. So yeah, pretty much, I don't think I have one OC here that I haven't really created a backstory. There's a new one that I've been working on that I haven't gotten to drawing yet. But I think I made a pic reel of her, but I don't think I have it on my iPad. Oh, you do OCs too! In the background is 75. Thank you. So what are some of your OCs? Like, what's your, if you had to guess, like, a favorite, like, main, one that you, love more than anything else in the world? Demon Slayer. I think I've heard of that. Yeah, I have heard of that. I tried getting into that, but ultimately I was like, I don't really know. I created a nice Hashira. Oh, interesting. Hashira, is that... Enjoy your time. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, I think I've heard of Demon Slayer before, but I haven't really gotten too much into it, because I was like, I don't really know. But I gotta sit now. Alright, goodbye! I'll definitely be sure to check you out, since you said that you posted some stuff, so I'll definitely be sure to, show my support there. Bye-bye! But, yeah, I've tried getting into Demon Slayer before, like, once, a few years ago, and I'm assuming I started off in, like, the wrong, season or something, because it just, like, showed some guy just died, and then there was, pink hair getting tortured or something. I don't really know. I started off, I was like, what is happening? What is going on? I don't understand. I'm like, oh, I went in the wrong season. That explains a lot. But, yeah, I've definitely heard about it. I haven't really gotten too much into it, though. There are a few series. I usually try to stay away from, like, TV shows that, like, curse a lot and stuff. So, like, when it comes to, like, animes and stuff, I'll usually just kind of study them or, like, go on, like, wiki pages and stuff. And, try to get things from there, or, like, go on look at the mangas. And, try to kind of pluck out, whatever information I can. But, same, yeah. Let's see, do I have any actual... Yeah, I don't really think I have a whole lot of, like, actual... I mean, I have Ghost, but, other than that, I don't really... And he's a video game character, but, Other than Ghost, I really don't think I have a whole lot of, like, actual characters from actual series that I actually study in here. Like, 90% of it is just OCs and stuff. So, yeah, there's Ghost, and then I think the only other, like, actual, like, canon characters that I have that aren't OCs are, where are they? You already saw Raiden Shogun. Where'd she go? Oh, that was the bad one. Where's the good one? Yay, I get to go through my photos and try to find that one painting that I had done quite a while back, but never really posted. Let's see. I have no clue where it went. It's somewhere in here. I just don't know where. Let's see. There we go. You have potential to be an artist. Thank you. There we go. This is Kujo-Sara. Well, at least a, attempted version of me drawing Kujo-Sara. Which I'm actually quite impressed with, like, the background and stuff. Obviously, proportions could very clearly use some work, but we're not going to talk about the hands, so... We'll probably keep going for another 5 minutes, because it is getting a little cold outside, Mom's home, so I don't exactly want to just, like, randomly start recording and have her popping in, like, who are you talking to? And press the background, thank you. Which, I have to get this right on my chest. Where is it? There we go. This was a background I had done for one of my many characters, right? Beautiful, beautiful background. This background took me, like, 8 hours. Not 8 hours, like 4 at most, so I was a little off, but, beautiful, beautiful background. And then, I think, yes, and then I ended up debating for, like, at least, a good, like, 30 minutes. Should I add a Gaussian blur to add, like, more depth or whatever to, kind of, what's the blue thing? That's all, like, I might have gone a little bit overboard with the saturation. But, I spent, like, 30 minutes kind of questioning myself, wait, should I add in, like, a Gaussian blur to the background? It's ugly to me. I am sorry you feel that way. Anyways, I spent, like, 30 minutes going over that background, debating myself whether or not I should add in a Gaussian blur, because I did not know if, like, okay, well, it would add more depth and it would make the main character stand out more, but I also spent, like 4 hours on that background, and I don't just want to blur it out, but, regardless, I'm proud of the, final result. Especially with, like, the smaller details with, like, her hairpins, the background, the reflections, the flowers and stuff in her hair, the, shadows and shading and stuff, so I love the hair details. Thank you. That was probably what took me the longest. Not necessarily here, but, like, with all, like, the accessories and stuff. Especially these, which I'm gonna be, really straightforward here. I basically just sort of, like, copied and pasted it, because I was like, okay, I drew each of the circles, but, like, the actual, like, purple stuff inside are sort of just, like, let's just see if I can... I'm sorry, I just got really this... There's a random white spot that must have come from an eraser or something that I can't unsee in the middle of the... This is a lot more stressful than I thought it would be. I went onto this, I was like, it's gonna be chill, it's gonna be, no big deal, I'm gonna go into this, I'm gonna be confident of myself, and then... But this stuff, I guess, is, like, some sort of decor that was often used for, like, Japanese oirons. This was basically just taken off of an idea that I found on somewhere in the depths of Pinterest. But yeah, I can't ever unsee that. Why do I do this to myself? That painting took me 8 hours. I went into this, I was like, I'm gonna be confident, I'm gonna see my paintings, and I'm not gonna focus on the tiny little details or, like, the, like, really small mistakes, and then there's just a freaking, like, erase, like a white dot in the very center, not center, but, near the main character, and I can't ignore that. It's okay, you do shading with my drawings. Yeah, it's not okay, though. I look at it, and I did not know it was there So I look at it and I'm like, no, but it's not okay. Cause I can't, you know what? Here's some Prowler. I'm gonna forget about it and I'm gonna focus on Earth 42 Miles Prowler because his intro, even though he got like 50 seconds of screen time, was absolutely amazing. Thank you. And then of course I have the chromatic aberration and of course his, Prowler sign there. I love the word font. Thank you. I wanted to do it like across the bottom, but there's like you can kind of see a lot of chromatic aberration right over here, and I didn't want to sort of like cover that up with like the glow pen, so I was like, I'll just, put it to the side so that there's not as, there you can obviously see all there, but it doesn't really interfere with it, so it's fine. This makes me forget about the little white dot that interfered with my last painting. But yeah, thank you guys for joining on. I'll probably keep it on for maybe another minute or so, and then I'm probably gonna head back inside. But yeah, thank you to those who got on, listened to me ramble, gave some feedback. Let's see. Trying to see if there are any other like major stuff that I might want to get out of the way. Thank you. Thank you. Seriously, it means a lot. Although I have to admit, there are way too, well, it's not museum. Thank you. There are way too many art studies that I eventually plan on doing. Eventually being the key word. Especially because in the new game I've been playing, you can like dress up the characters in like different outfits and stuff. If you don't put it there, I will crash. Good to know. This being one of them. Eventually I will draw it. It just depends on when that will be. So, yeah, there are quite a few art studies that I will eventually get to. Again, eventually being the key word, but I'll be sure to update a little bit more. I know I haven't been posting a whole lot of, art stuff. Yes, indeed. Let's see, I'm trying to look at it. Is there any other ones that I want I don't think so. And if there are, I'll post them later. But, thank you so much, guys, for, coming on. I'm probably going to wrap up now. It's getting cold outside, so, But I appreciate you guys for hopping on, listening to me ramble, giving, feedback. I look forward to, doing this. And again, I'll be posting lives. I'll be trying to post lives, like, every Saturday or so. I'll, either come outside, but, thank you so much, guys, for, joining on. And I really appreciate you guys for sticking around.